Hello there. Good morning. Oh, are we freezing? Oh man. Oh man. My hard drive's waking up. Hard drive's waking up. Wake up, baby. There it is. Hi, good morning. It is 5:58 in the morning. It's Tuesday. It's 34 degrees out. It's absolutely gorgeous. And by gorgeous I mean I'm so goddamn sick of the cold. I was at the gym this morning. By the way, I don't really know what this is. Uh I just felt like hitting record and going. I because I've started these miracle mornings, and I'll get into a little bit of what that means probably in a later date. You might hear about it in a video on stream. Um, I've kind of wanted to start documenting my mornings, talking about just whatever I feel like talking about that day. Just documenting what I'm always talking about, documenting what I'm doing, and just kind of like talking through the journey. Because it's we're having fun out here, we're making changes, and being up this early is insane. But I can say it's definitely had a huge impact on me and how I do things. I'm gonna really get into what and why I did, with my mornings. Again, probably in another episode. I don't even know if I'm going to be editing these or maybe even posting these. It's kind of up in the air right now because I don't really know. I don't know what I'm doing with any of this. But man, I was at the gym this morning and I was on a run. I'm sitting there, I'm listening to Saber Pulse, just chip tunes jamming out. And I look up and I see it's like news across all the TVs that are up there, just nothing but news stations. And it's like Kobe Bryant, weather, traffic, Kobe Bryant, everybody's dying, meat recall, Kobe Bryant, and just like over and over and over and over again, like all this just trash and negative. I mean, obviously the Kobe Bryant story is not trash. It's very tragic, but it's just like negativity just over, and it's like this constant loop. And they're bouncing from person to person, and Shelly, the fucking pretty blonde out there, and Dearborn's talking about the traffic and how this church is being rebuilt by volunteers. And then you got Hugh over here back in the office who's like decrepit, and he's like, everybody is dying and the meat is bad. It's all being recalled. Like, oh my God, they just go in like circles. And I thought it was very ironic that I was sitting there watching something about meat recall, and I had this overwhelming sensation of I'm going to shit myself. I don't know what it was. Okay, so yesterday I had a DeBella sub for lunch. So I broke my fast by going out to eat. Not good. And then I made chicken fried rice, which is chicken fried rice unhealthy? I mean, you are frying a bunch of food in oil and butter, but it does have eggs. So I think I'm pretty sure it's probably pretty good. Probably pretty healthy for you. So I had that for dinner last night. That was probably around 8 o'clock. And then I just went to bed. I think I finished my night with an old fashioned. Your boy's been drinking bourbon. I think I have bourbon. It's either bourbon or whiskey. Who knows the difference? Not I. Uh, and then, I went to sleep fine, woke up fine. The first 20 minutes of my run, totally fine. And then I just had to poopy. It was just like this overwhelming feeling of there is diarrhea inside me and it wants to come out. I'm like, okay, I've already been running for 21 minutes. I'm going for 30 minutes of running every single morning. And before I was kind of aiming, for like 45 to 50 minutes of running every single day. But I've learned that even though I call myself like an experienced runner, not really experienced, but like I've ran on and off for like a really long time. So I can not run for a couple months and then I can come back and I can run a mile like no problem. It's still a little difficult and I'm way, way slower, but I'm still able to do it. Where was I going with this? Origin just opened. Origin just signed me out. Oh my God. This is why you're not supposed to look at computers before like 6 a.m. Okay. Shit pisses you off. But yeah, so I realized that trying to do an hour of running in the morning is just not feasible. And because I'm trying this new thing called the Miracle Morning, where you just wake up hella early and do things in the morning. I found that if I spend too much time exercising, then I don't have time for other things that I would like. Like I feel like the more I run, the less I meditate. The more I run, the less I spend time with positive affirmations. The more I run, the less time I have to work. I've been getting up early and doing like small little social media edits, like uploading videos or doing like audio snack podcast edits. And then one thing I did not realize is I always used to be so self-conscious about posting to social media before a certain time. I'm like, okay, in my mind, 11 a.m. Eastern is like perfect because like California is just waking up. New York's been up for a little while. You know, Europe, everybody over the pond, they've already, you know, been up for a while. Perfect time. And then randomly, I just started posting like funny stream clips on Instagram and Twitter early, like even like 6, 7 a.m. Eastern. What encoding? Hello? Hello? Oh, don't you fuck this up for me. Why are you doing this? Hello? There's nothing even running. It's got to be the NVENC encoder. All right, hold on. I'm going to stop this real quick. No, hold on. I'm going to bring up Task Manager. What's overloading? That's super weird. My CPU is at 16%. It's OBS. What the? It's OBS with a single source and a single scene, the camera, and the encoder is getting overloaded. All right, hold on. I'm going to pause that. I'll be right back. I'll tell you what, I have been fighting. What is going on? It keeps just saying encoding overloaded. For what? My CPU, OBS is using 2% of my CPU. And I'm using my GPU to encode. I've been fighting this shit for like weeks. And I have a completely empty OBS. And I'm just getting encoding issues. All right, I'm not going to think about it. I'm in my Zen moment. Fuck. Anyways, what was I talking about? Running. And so I found that, you know, trying to do too much in the morning is going to negatively affect what I'm trying to do as a whole. And talking about social media, I starting to upload things super early, and the posts actually get just about the same amount of interaction. You know, I was like not expecting that at all. So when time permits and I actually have some content to put out in the morning, I just fucking post it. And here's, again, this is kind of going back to things that I'm trying to practice for myself. But I don't know why I was always so worried about the time that things are being posted. I think as a content creator, you always just find reasons to not do things because you feel like if you don't do it in the most perfect way, it's not going to do as well as you want it to. And it's taken me probably 6.5 years to get over that mindset and just post, man. Just create the thing you want to create and then post it and don't fucking look back. You create it, upload it, check some comments a little bit, down the road. If people comment, reply to every comment, interact with the people who are choosing to interact with your content, and then you just go to the next thing. I know there's that fear, that gut feeling of like, man, I worked really hard on this and I'm going to post it and then it just doesn't do good. And you're like, what the fuck? It's so good. This video is so good. I'm so proud of it. Nobody likes it. You don't know that. And, you're looking at the numbers and you're looking at the impressions and the interactions. And that depicts how well a piece of content does in your mind. And this is all like rehashed bullshit. This is nothing new. But for some reason, I'm learning it like it's new. I don't really understand why. But yeah, so I don't know. This is just going to be one of those morning things. I'm going to do this encoding overload is, I wonder if it's the hard drive. What if it's the hard drive failing to keep up with the recording? I'm recording 1920 by 1080, 60 FPS, a CQP value of 15, Nothing is running. I swear to God, if I look back and these videos are buffering, I'm going to be so pissed. Anyway, I'm just going to keep this short and sweet. I got some scripts that I need to finish writing for some YouTube videos I'm going to be recording soon. So I'm going to spend some time on this. I'm going to have some more coffee. I'm going to chill out. And then I feel like I'm just going to go into work late today. I kind of feel like doing that. Anyways, if you guys are here checking this out, thank you. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you soon.